We're gonna finish the Archon quest. The music is I think when you asked, it was a cover of a song between, might not be a cover, but it was a song from Mori Calliope and
Riri, are you there?
Amelie.
Hey, Riri! Come out, it's urgent.
Dane? What's wrong?
I don't have the
Quick,
brain
come with
power.
me.
Sure.
I'll explain everything once we've met up.
Whatever you say, buddy.
All right then, but
I've never seen Dane so...
Dude, you asked like 5 million times.
Well, this is
How many times are you gonna ask?
at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak,
Don't be ridiculous.
you might ask your blade that the word on the street.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy,
They went so well that I pissed Kai off. I got Nefer, I got her Sig weapon, I got an upgrade for Arlecchino's weapon, and I also got a weapon for Tosca. So I got
Right, dear.
4 5-stars yesterday.
What brings you here?
3 of which were 5-star
Of
weapons.
course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhine-daughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the
Again,
king,
they went so
and
well
I
that
can
I
assure
pissed
you
Kai
he
off.
affords me no greater
So-
convenience than he does you.
I had 54 pity. I got Nefer in 30 pulls off that, I believe. 30-ish or so. 10 pity on the weapon banner. Got to like 80 pity on that as well, and I got the Amos bow. And then I spent another 20 to get the Sig weapon. And then on the standard banner, I had 10 wet pulls. So did 10 pulls, and then got an upgrade for Arlecchino.
My success is
So
the
yeah,
product of hard work and good luck.
I got really lucky.
It's of course.
So
no job
my
is
artifact
better
luck
than
has been
life.
shit.
Sir, and as for Eftervit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life.
you're all here. I
Don't
apologize
pretend
for
like
the
you're gonna
short
stay
notice,
around
but it was an
anyways.
emergency.
Every time you come in, you just say a few lines of rage bait and then you leave.
You must be Rerir. Mr. Sertologi.
All you know is rage
I
bait.
handled your case.
Your entire personality.
If you've been invited here.
It's my brother, Vedafin.
Vedafilnir in prison. Does this mean
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about I simply appease him. Because it's in the best interests of the universe.
and also because you're slimy?
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be had? Dane? Rescue Vedafenir, I assume.
Correct. It will.
That's far
But
too
yeah.
dangerous. And don't forget, Dane.
Hmm?
I didn't get enough materials for Nefer.
My blade will fall.
So, Vedafenir, the extent of his... You have noble ambition.
A letter of the chances.
I also technically did this part, but I had to leave partway through.
This black fog of another mystery.
Well, that isn't nearly enough. Yeah, I know. I need to complete this quest first in order to get it, though.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly,
Yep.
it serves as a portal to an
Standard brain dead.
indeterminate. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gate an enormous amount of... To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remain. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing... I apologize if we really...
I mean, sounds like you. You don't care about the story. I'm skipping through this part because I already did it yesterday. If there was an anime or a bridge version, you'd watch it. I mean, fair enough.
This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Thelindis, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
Yeah.
What if he finds out that
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically,
Of
I should
course.
be scared of him.
I forgot you were a Joji fan.
I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
What's it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe,
You don't
in
need
the
to tell
future,
me.
everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
Just look at the way you fucking dress.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins. No matter
And the way
how
you
long
act.
it takes.
Don't pretend like you're trying to hide it. It's like so fucking obvious. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah, you were trying to get me mad, right? Yeah, but it's like I already have Farina, so I didn't really care about the Farina banner, but I got Lauma, so I needed to get Nefer, and then I mean Nefer's still probably one of the best DPS in the game, so yeah. That's not gonna work. So you have to go around. Got it. Actually. Well, Nino isn't useless, because once you get her to C1, she actually works with Nefer. She does, though. she still works as a hydro applicator, even if she doesn't work. Even if her passive doesn't work. No, it's C1. That doesn't work. Can't cross from there. I know C1 is better. C2 is also better. I have I know C2, but I just haven't built her yet. And even if Nefer doesn't work with Nilou, Nefer's AoE sucks, so having a Bloom team that revolves around Nilou is still like fine. There's... Yeah. Fair. One, two, three... What the frick? Oh, duh. I'm not even counting the squares. Yeah, that makes sense. That was dumb. That was dumb. I could have solved that.
And stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rheindater will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
It's plausible.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
How much did you spend? Based off of that, you spent money. You had a lot saved up, you say, huh? Sure.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Clearly the king doesn't allow his...
I mean, actually, it does make sense.
Dignity. This is dire.
I mean, that makes sense. You didn't spend for,
Mr. Vedifalnir.
the last few banners.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess...
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprised at just how
Yeah, I had 100 pulls for this banner. I saved up 110 pulls for this banner, and I had a bunch saved up that were
it was a word
reserved.
Someone had to say it.
I had a total of 150 pulls if I needed.
I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Congrats, you got R1.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedifulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of...
Wait, Skyward Spear isn't that bad, is it?
He thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. Story.
Maybe.
There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself.
I got Xiao's weapon, which is good for Arlecchino. It's like the second best weapon for Arlecchino.
Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
Yeah.
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me.
You mean your future?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it.
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be?
I got Chaska on the last Chaska banner. It was a mistake.
You are willing to pay a certain price.
Yeah, no. I like her playstyle too. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't get her. She's complete ass cheeks. You need to, like, very, very heavily invest into her. She's complete ass cheeks.
Unmoved by your sacrifices.
She does no damage.
Can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep
You need to have Malvika in order for her to be good. You need to have Malvika.
Changing to seek more power. So I can protect the things I love. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why?
My voice. So it turns out that we are not
I
so
don't.
different,
And I'm not pulling for Malvika.
Vedifulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must, for as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless,
I will hold you.
Thank you for setting me free.
Just then, a strange...
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas?
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedifulnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison.
Well, I already have C6 Sing 2. It would have been nice to have C6 Yao Yao, but eh. Did I even get a Yao Yao? I didn't get any Yao Yaos. But yeah, Yao Yao's constellations are useless. My Nefer team right now will probably be Nefer, Loma, Aino, or Singsu, and then Zhongli for now. For now. Until Columbina comes out, at least. When my Nilu gets to C1, I'm gonna replace with that. Place I know with Nilu. Because the fourth slot doesn't matter.
Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
No more lies.
Yep.
The Universitas. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanism, but if they were ever gonna...
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me!
That sounded like an explosion. What other means does the king have? And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have...
My Nefer's level 50 right now. And I'm trying. Like, she's... You're supposed to, like, cancel her with a dash, but I'm not good at that. Yeah.
Positions. With one heart, we pray. Lush as the moon.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that.
Look, your rainbow.
It all adds up.
Let's see what you're made of. It all falls into place.
No more lies.
Oh my god, my health bar.
Here. By the frost moon of old, leave this place.
Lash attack! You're blind! Hey, go away! Stay put!
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
Time to come clean.
Yeah, Diona seems like a good slot option. I think I was using like... I think it was like... Yao Yao was planned to be there because I was planning to use Furina as my Hydro applicator, but I got C2, I know.
Monsters at the Universitas. Oh no, it's no use. The table won't hold up. Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week. I'm done for. Ah! Stay back! Please stay back! Please!
Yeah, C1 Ino is really good, but I was planning to get C1 Ino, but it took me like 50 pulls in order to get C... It took me 50 pulls to get Ino, and I got her C2.
What's that?
Red Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know
C1,
how to end
okay.
all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire.
Yeah, C2 shreds.
But until then,
C1 makes the Hydro ring last longer.
we'll have to wait.
Don't do it! Cylinders! Cylinders!
And in an effort to, you only need the Hydro Ring to last that long.
I told you, Rarier. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Yeah.
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rarier, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Rarier. Rarier.
Thalindis?
Were you daydreaming?
Yeah, it's I still need to think about it because I'm not sure what the team is. I still need to build the team anyways. I'll have to look at what other people say eventually, but
You mean...
probably gonna be...
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking...
I'm gonna wait for Zajef.
It's your choice.
He does. And I'm pretty sure it's like C6 I know that's the best for the team. C1 I know is good, but it's not I don't think it's like supposed to be the best. No, C6 I know is the best, but I don't know what C1 or C2 I know is. On that, like, on the leaderboard.
I will find you. And then... you can give me your answer.
I don't remember what her C2 does. Like, C1 is supposed to be okay.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, in a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. His past is filled with sorrow.
Either way, I'm not going to regret pulling for Nilou. Nilou is very fun to play. And I think Nilou Llama Bloom is still really, really strong. For at least, like...
back. Can I get a...
like a bunch of, like...
Feeling okay?
small targets.
She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarier's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody.
And I think C6 is better. C6 I know is supposed to like give like major Dendo shred, major everything shred.
There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rarier to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes...
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool! So, can you fill me in on the deets now?
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss!
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you—
Forgive my curiosity, but
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work.
Which is why I was considering Farina, and this is pre-release, so we don't know if anything changed.
Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry? What did you hear me say?
Which is why
I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Yeah, which is Yao Yao. Yao Yao would be good enough.
Boss, what's wrong?
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hope—
Hallucinated?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone.
Barbara would work too.
All thoughts and actions that occur—
But like, I'm probably also not going to use Farina purely because I have Skirk of my own.
Carefully calculated manner.
So you control everything in—
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened?
Only once. It was the first time I used it.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which
The
was
thing
also
is—
the case my first time.
Yeah, but I don't have iced coffee. I need to pull for iced coffee the next time she comes out.
The clause of your contract clearly states—
Meaning you're not feeling—
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with. The
Yeah.
chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without—
What?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid
No,
anything
I need
ever
them for
happened to
myself.
you.
I'm gonna go message Kai real quick and say it's reserved for me too.
Anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness and fatigue. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's
Also,
any
the
less
boss,
serious.
the world boss. I need to do world boss stuff
Don't
too.
I have the best employee?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh, this is—
Would you be amenable to that?
if the leaks are true, the next line of dialogue is funny.
Oh, Lama. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from
Yeah, the boss is super easy. I just beat it with Verisa Overload.
Of your imagination.
Dude, they're shipping themselves. It's so funny. Yeah, I won rotation with Verisa Overload. Arlecchino probably could do it too, but my Verisa Overload team is so strong. It's probably my strongest team, I'm not gonna lie, but it'd probably be even better if I had Movica, but I'm not pulling for that guy.
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we
I refuse.
continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces.
Well, yeah, of course it's between Malvika or Skirk. They're the two best DPS in the game, and you have both their best teams. You say that like it's surprising. Oh, my best team is what's best meta. Oh my god.
This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign. There's someone up ahead. Time for a little...
Really? There's no way. Because...
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. What?
Oh.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think...
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change?
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Just pretend you...
Oh, and you don't have Eon-san, don't you? Wait, but Malvika doesn't need a Eon-san, does she? She wants... I don't even know what Malvika's best team is. Malvika, Sitlali, Bennett, Jalonen, right? That should be it? I think it's Bennett because you want the double pyro buff.
Hey kid, mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good...
Get in his good books? Why?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but...
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming...
Pile of stones. Got it.
If you were to have... If you had Verisa, I would say do Verisa Overload with Malvika, and you'd probably have one of the better comps. Malvika, Yansan, Bennett, Sidla... That makes sense, yeah. But I thought Shalon and Shred would be very, very, like, busted, which is why I was saying Shalonen. And also her bar is really easy to fill as well, her Night Soul bar.
Looking for me?
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst.
Yeah.
I went out to fix our water supply problem.
That makes sense.
And now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. You wouldn't be spending all your time out searching for new water sources.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty, onto better things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now. Squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this, if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert.
So you're the academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership.
Probably not.
It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us, and the fastest way to progress.
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time.
I don't know.
I swear
We'll see. It's like, for now, I don't see a point of pulling for Durin. I'd rather save up more for Columbina, slash Iced Coffee, because she's also coming around then. Actually, I don't remember what the banners are supposed to be released as, but I know that it's like... Well, sounds about right for you. Continue exploring, it says. He doesn't look like a kid, though. He acts like a kid, but he doesn't look like a kid. I just don't like Demon Slayer because the story is basic. The only reason it's good is because of the animation.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole... Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or...
In that Special Ambassador Act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers.
Well...
The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground.
My Nefer won't be better than yours, I don't think. Because I'm having really bad luck with artifacts. I haven't gotten any pieces that are any good.
Must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That praise to gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. It was my last resort. You told me to write to you if I ever needed. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your... This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
Dude, I will show you my artifacts right now. I only have 2 pieces. All my other pieces suck ass.
Officer. Well, I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libation.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
I could craft them, I guess. Everyone hates the Academia.
Has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain...
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place.
I don't...
She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really bright...
I will.
So...
Just give me time.
Where are...
Nowhere special.
What about the rest of your family?
Just the one. Correct.
So, no brothers? No...
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form.
I know it's like the things that we need are like the EM crown, EM...
You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
EM crown, EM goblet. Or crit crown, depending. But I don't need crit, is the thing. The thing is, I don't need crit, remember? I got the weapon. This was... Yeah, I know. Well, crit damage is a thing, but it's like... Not necessarily, because it saturates. I think it's like it gets capped at like... It does. You get diminishing returns still. Where is my Nefer? Because, like, without, like, any real things... Okay, so it says 41 here, right? But the set gives 30. Set gives 30. 30 crit rate. So that's already 70. Plus 8 from the weapon. That's basically 80 CR. And then there's, I don't remember the exact math, but it's like I technically don't even need to build her, and apparently she's decent, but decent. If I build her, she's gonna do more than decent damage, hopefully. Because it gives a lot of CD and EM.
Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor.
For now, I'm gonna build more.
I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't...
A weak student? Good.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are.
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if someone sent me a letter to the academy.
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long...
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there, probably sitting on a shelf. Whatever you're looking for, that...
Okay,
yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. It's not just the academia, either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful.
Oh, my dear child.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to build Nefer optimally when the pieces are so hard to freaking get.
This must be. Let's take a look.
But yeah, I'm gonna build her. She's gonna be strong. She will be strong. Hello, Hideout. Not on your other account today?
A dilapidation survey from... This one was never even opened. I guess there was... Who was it addressed to?
What other account, he says? Uh-huh.
Addressed to the Immortus. Guided by the incense, we became...
But yeah, Neo was asking...
All the barriers between
oh,
levels
yeah.
of consciousness disappeared as our minds soared around in circles.
He was asking if you played
looking for a place to
Stellaris.
seek refuge on.
Because apparently he wants to look for other people to play with. And also because I'm bad at it.
In
I'm surprised you
terms,
can play
these
it.
Symptoms fit the description of incense.
Because of the spec requirements.
Prohibits the use. For example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song and dance after using incense. This seems like something the academia would want to know. Wait, what? The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah. I'll ping you the next time we play.
Protest regarding in recent years, However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with, as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues. As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative. But I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. Great letter. And the sender is... I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Whatever. I'm not exactly... I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down...
This is her letter. Yeah, it's gonna be... It will be, but we'll see.
Greetings, Halil. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some... In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And the Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. This brings me to my reason for writing. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other... When we met, you assured me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from... We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited.
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised, and you were so emphatic that your luck could find... You swore you'd lead us to a better place. You liar. You lied about... And who fell for it? Just... Which makes you... I think I'll take over from here. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my...
Nefer? You...
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my home...
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with, and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although... I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects.
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting...
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this. It's not worth much. Keep it.
But Nefer...
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just...
Yeah, I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare and as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way...
Dude, what happened to Nefer, man? This makes sense why she keeps staying so detached from everyone, I guess. Well, she's like a... Well, yeah. Oh boy, here we go. I have a feeling I know where this is going. Say goodbye to that Eob.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume that—
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the—
Huh. So,
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not?
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you'd—
Of course not. I came to bring you some records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident—
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say—
Don't get greedy. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your—
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to— I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to—
You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize and what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumer—
All right, I take your point. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed.
She's lying again just to destroy their water
I'm
source.
partial to wine myself, so let's indulge in a few drinks together.
What a way to destroy the well of your enemies.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've...
What? Well, don't just stand there.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's—
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day—
Ooh, spicy. That's how you take them. You make them take themselves apart from the inside.
Will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control—
No! Please, Ambassador, just— That well is—
Glad to hear it.
If there is a traitor, I will—
Much obliged.
The traitor being herself.
Wow. All it took was a few words and—
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would—
The Eab are ruthless murderers, so let me ask you, Chief.
kill them all.
Precisely. The Academia— At the same time, there is simply no way that the
We have our own rules out here. If the rain—
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. Natural ally. Weren't the Eab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throat. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally—
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest— You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know—
It's crazy what loss of innocence would do to a kid. Being thrust into the world. Forced to take over. Fueled by spite and rage, I guess.
Look at yourselves. You may be vile, the monsters who destroyed my home. They're just ordinary, petty human beings. I think we're even. Maybe I've even done the desert of... Oh, Sinuhe. My gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, but you couldn't do what had...
Nefer, it's okay.
I believe I remember you promising to remain...
Yeah, but...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a So, anyway, that's... Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, if we can find...
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says. I never wanted to believe.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trade secret of all.
Ah. Then
I didn't know you were...
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine...
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's Boss Neff for ya!
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity.
What about him?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way. Please, this is the bare bone basics. Save the flattery.
Okay, yeah, actually, yes. In Genshin, they don't. They don't have that many rights, but they're fighting for it, and they're getting them back. You know, it's kind of insane that there's, like, you know, Genshin being a Chinese game and all, that these types of elements are in the game.
Thanks for your patience, everyone.
Also, the amount of
sure it's been
girl on guy stuff.
Take in. With any luck, that's our exit. Just
it might be, for all I know. I don't know. But Nefer's a self-made queen. So she's also basically... She also has the roots of a god, I guess. She's related to like some sort of sand god. So probably based off of everything, it's probably Toth, or like the Genshin's equivalent of Toth, or maybe Horus.
Totally out of my depth here. I don't have any. I want to do the whole name dropping. This girl.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King.
Look at me! I'm so good at this.
King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the three retainers of King Deshret.
No, I have not.
It's just Ashru.
Just Ashrus, he says.
All is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
this isn't a lie, more so as change in circumstance.
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
The funny thing is, she planned for this.
How repulsive.
Moon's power dragged them out. Let's go, Columbina. Let's go, Dinoslave. Big Bad is not
Timed
gone.
that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainslev. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this, I had a duty to ensure your...
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to...
Whoa, really? How'd you manage?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir. It seems I alerted him. I was tracking him. Then he caught on and started...
But how did he track you through your thoughts?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
Probably, I would assume.
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King.
Thoth, as I said. Anyways, yeah. Hideout. Sounds about right. I will probably make my own server in a few years. But we'll see.
You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a
yeah, because I need to get a job. I need to get something to set up the server on, and because all that costs money, and I don't have that.
The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including...
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I gather the others. It's time to share...
And that's why the cat is treated
Thank
so
you
well.
all for being. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Raker of Solnari's background. The Raker of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian sub.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions.
Does not excuse.
No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Teyvat suffers the...
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever...
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate.
Miss Lama?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records.
Then back to Miss Columbina.
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well.
But there's more to the power of the...
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as never mentioned, and right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Raker.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Raher of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments.
That is true.
With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was...
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him...
I could not agree more.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to... This raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
Because Dainsleif is the one who causes the five centers to be built.
When I think...
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any...
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies. And the skies are host to many more mysteries than...
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting.
That's very thoughtful of you.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest. Hey, is this a bad... Nice room. Oh, I'm not coming in, though.
Why not? It's just a...
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I'm technically in...
He has more... Imagine that. A police... a quote-unquote knight with more... you know... what's it called than modern police. Holy...
But before... Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chest set, There's no guarantee that the power of the eye... It's only a matter of time before he finds a way...
Honestly, my mom figured that
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like it felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway,
2 days? Holy moly!
that remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how you have some history with him, right? Great. Alright, on to item 3. So, Albedo, we figured we'd bounce the idea off you first.
Oh, Paimon's dying.
Alright, so... We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly...
Roping us in? Why would you even say...
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to...
The villain is Mario.
I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
I see your point, yeah. But to be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it.
I want to do everything within my power. The Reikir of Solnari is a...
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
There are certain people, I feel, who should be here. Because there are just... I don't know.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we...
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work and... Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put... Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, turns out we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt...
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Is Durin an alchemy master then? Based off of this, it seems like it.
Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you...
My question is, another big question for me is where Nefer got her vision from.
Then it's settled. This is the
Or
plan
Moonwheel, because she does lunar
Next
stuff.
up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait!
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling...
A very people-first approach.
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. Also, You are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dor.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay. So, the longer your name, the higher your... In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise? Oh, does this mean something? It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours.
It's Alice!
Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain!
Okay. So what?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kovaki, and then never went and used it all up at once!
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean...
You will?
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now.
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity.
The chest set is gonna break. Rip chest set. Rest in peace chest set.
Dory! How are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangama Bay would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here! Ah, it's so pretty! Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kave to make them for you. That's not the full story. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kave to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kasharawar talents, he was the op. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final
That sounds like Kave.
To me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kave. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? What's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities?
She's so stickler.
My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope they're...
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff.
Well...
Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead.
Dory's surprisingly...
What does that look mean?
Surprisingly less stingy than she thought.
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the...
Well, a long time ago,
I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with— There are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangamabe is the— And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens— Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does.
She has a conscience?
I'm a babe business model. Alright, if you say so. I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so.
It's surprising to hear that Dory has a conscience.
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going smoothly over here?
I thought she was just a money-grubbing person.
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptatir, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the Faustur Elegy. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the lifeform he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power.
So he's no longer Rerir.
Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rehir of Solnari either.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world— It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making—
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time.
All right then. Stay.
Okay, so we're going to Hishib Island, and that's where we're gonna fight Durin, then I guess. acknowledge my burst. Thank you.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest. This is not
One
a
of the
burden
biggest.
we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do it.
Nice life.
Miss Columbina, was it?
That's right. Name?
Yes.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, but it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people.
You're different from other people.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich read. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Was.
He betrayed me. And I
Okay. You see? You're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely... Actually, I went through something similar.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a...
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Huh. Shall...
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
Like a bad time to
I
intrude.
apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari. I'm afraid I...
You will?
They needn't be.
That doesn't matter to them. They're great. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about...
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Oh boy, here we go.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, but after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, my restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out.
Ooh, that doesn't sound like such a bad...
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, but it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in...
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. Please.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing... Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chip...
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage in a moment.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the...
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as every ounce of strength we have in our bones.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Well, Moon's fake. So... tear it down all you want. Why am I Hydro Traveler?
Moonlight betrays you.
Let me help you guys.
Futile hunting.
No more lies.
Let's see what you're made of.
Pathetic.
Let's see what you're made of.
Branch into song.
Moonlight betrays you.
Time to go clean.
It all adds up. The mystery unravels.
This is the final boss. Yes.
For the everlasting curse. You poor lost
Be silent. Close your eyes. You fear the dark. Observe.
No more lies.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
I'm not using...
The moon will protect you.
I'm not using Lauma correctly.
Or stay your hand.
Water jet!
Do you see now?
Can't hide the truth.
From here, when will it be as you foretold?
Leave this place. By the frost moon.
Close your eyes. Observe. Nightfall.
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. Seek within.
The moonlight betrays me.
No more lies. Absurd.
One heart.
I'm not doing the rotations right. There's just so many buttons I need to press.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. The mystery unravels.
The moonlight betrays
Poor lost land.
Oh, futile.
Observe. Are you quite finished? Close your eyes.
Can't hide the truth.
Your little game of heroics is over. Move. Who wants to go first? No. Get out of my sight!
No, we've been separated.
You okay?
Nefer, where are the others?
That is how that
Stuck
works.
outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before, knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Your death is within my grasp.
Lauma, can you hear me?
Hold on, please. Silence.
But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just stalling him. If I
The plan is to stall.
the moment will come.
Can't hide the truth. Let's see what you're made of. It all adds up. Let's see what you're made of. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. Time to go clean. Seek within.
Maybe I wasn't meant.
I didn't do that right. Ouch. I have to redo that now. Yippee.
Your death is within my grasp.
Wipe out!
Can't hide the truth.
Destroyed.
No more lies. Let's see what you're made of. The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
Destroyed.
No more lies. The mystery unravels.
She actually just summons a couch when she bursts. That's funny.
Can't hide the truth. Let's see what you're made of. No more lies. Seek within. It all adds up.
Wipe out!
No more lies. It all adds up. Time to go clean.
Go!
Push your luck.
How much power will it take?
It all adds up. The deception ends here. Time to come clean.
I'm doing no damage.
Can't hide the truth.
Bombs away!
It all adds up.
Destroyed! Reborn!
Seek within. Let's see what you're made of. Can't hide the truth. Let's see what you're made of. No more lies.
Wipe out!
The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth. It all falls into place.
Run, nowhere to hide!
It all adds up. Let's see what you're made of. Curses. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to... That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the... You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Never! You're up.
And then...
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on.
Any other tricks of yours, as entertaining as they are.
You don't fool me. I see. I have to stoke his rage. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear you cannot win the fight against fate.
Dude, this boss fight, you're not supposed to win. You're just supposed to not lose. Yes, that's the boss fight.
Fear the sound of your own name.
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you!
That looks like...
What's happening? That power.
Looks like...
I've seen it before.
Yes, I was about to say, it looks like Rhine-Daughter or Albedo.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
Well enough. He is getting consumed by grape soda.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Braindead said this was a cop-out. I don't think this is a cop-out.
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Reverie.
We won.
In Soviet Russia, one does not consume grape soda consumes you.
Never. How are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it.
It's fine apart from the blindness is something funny to say though, I'm not gonna lie.
Miss Nefer. It's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. Whether that means fate, I had hoped you could win without sacrificing some...
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, my dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their and since Nefer's eyes were injured. I only feel the pain. There's no...
You're right. But I must say,
Things are a little... different now from how they were.
Friends.
Yeah, you fought in Hydro Traveler. Hydro Traveler's ass cheeks. Use any other ability. Literally any other ability. Hydro mode is the worst. So useless.
Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
But Genshin likes to keep going back to Hydro Traveler.
Phew. Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed
Glad to hear you didn't stop.
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual...
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varker and the others are organizing a vic. He also dropped off some medical supplies, but if you're feeling up to it, let's head over now.
All in all, I don't think it was a bad Archon quest. It makes sense thematically. Despite all of his gripes, I don't think it was that bad.
timing! We were literally just saying how there's no way.
How are you feeling today?
Much better, thanks.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know.
Yep, we're here for.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to
Oh, it just brings us back to this cutscene? Bruv. What's the point?
Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were literally just saying.
How are you feeling today?
Much better.
Relieved to hear it.
Yep.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch.
Here to sign up with the Fatui. Make sure your paperwork is all. Hey there. Looking for a drink or two? Or perhaps a room for the night?
I thought of 1,000 ways to
The honorary knight stuns them speechless once again.
Honorary Knight is so too strong.
The other knights tell me I'd like to thank you for supporting the Knights of Favoni. Nonsense. Of course I'm gonna mention it.
Hello, you. Recovered from the battle? Come on, what do you mean? Of course I'm gonna ask. I care about my friend's well-being. And we are friends, aren't we? Get yourself a drink. You've more than earned it. In fact, today, your drinks are on me. Lord Sangama Bay's got you covered.
Wow, really? What about Paimon? Has she earned it too?
Well, you haven't been through quite as much as the Traveler, but... what the heck, sure.
That's a mistake.
Hey, wow! Drinks on Dory! What a historic day.
Hey, keep your voice down, or everyone else... You... Have you heard anything I've been saying recently? Doing business in Nodcry has been an absolute...
Okay.
That's more like it. Don't you forget, Lord Sangama Bay doesn't just go around buying drinks for anyone.
How does a tree suffocate you in Minecraft? Did you grow a tree while standing on top of it? That's the only way I can think of.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days rest. I can actually open them again now.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Coming. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like them sweet?
You bet. Make it extra sweet, because Paimon's earned it.
Extra sweet.
The Raker of Solnari. No, definitely a snake. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's got... If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a Oh, father. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that his response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy, and did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me. So that's enough for you to decide he's nice. He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deed. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making. But it's still human nature to want to go on living. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you understand that, if you ask me, the soul... For example... So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like? Well, when you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly.
Yeah.
If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe. Very good.
Oh, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all caught... After all that build-up...
Huh? Am I...
The mysterious ally.
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going... He won't lie low forever.
Everyone hates Dottore. Those who like Dottore are ill in the mind.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. I must thank you for the device you provided.
You do not like
It was an
Dottore.
enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
He's like, you know the Angel of Death of the Nazis? Yeah. Yes, I do. If you like Dottore, you're basically saying that the Angel of Death was good. Or you like the Angel of Death. But like, worse. A lot worse.
Why come and ask me when you clear...
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
No, the Angel of Death was a person. He conducted a lot of horrendous experiments on humans, twins. No. This person.
Let's see. The first plot of land.
Stop! What do you think?
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of...
How?
You're a curious case, Lord Sangamabe. But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a... You did it for Sumeru.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water. It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, the tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of...
So? What's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature.
But surely you have dreams of your own.
You don't get it, do you? My dream... Just thinking about...
Thank you.
For...
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home.
Yeah. So long...
That would be your mother, father, and...
Yeah. Though it's been years since my sister passed away. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but... Memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. Beyond a certain point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly, but...
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
That's a good way to put it. That's a very good way to put it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that...
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora. I bet you've got a lot going for you, too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
Oh boy.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster.
What?
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nodcry. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass.
A master.
Okay. Yeah, I did work.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar?
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Paimon believes it. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, so instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on.
What surprised me was that Dane's, given his history with Rerir, He had every right to sit this one out.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was...
Absolutely. He was torn between two paths, but in the end, he made his choice and... Anyway, however you cut it, everyone...
Quite interesting. But who was the mysterious supporter?
That's the only reason. Yes. I've thought a lot about it. I think this is very important. So I felt... Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even... Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers? What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down. If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point? Colonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door. Will you still invite me to your... What? Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone. Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time?
We just wanted to, you know...
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rayhir of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me, given how prepared I was.
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like a...
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook.
You can ignore those. They're just dumps I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out.
That's also an interesting way to think about things.
Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer. Who else? Pretty much all the Mecha and Fontaine are...
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend?
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, I honored his request. But I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. What?
So...
I just told you. Those are my equivalent. Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least, solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, because I lose a few brain cells in the process. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friend. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper. Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics begin to take root. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their... But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship.
but when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse came. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that... Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil... Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective. What a cop-out. But I suspect you'd have a more incisive and insightful answer if we dug into it. For I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like...
I'm the type of person who's more moderate.
Just been an ordinary person.
There are bits and
But
pieces.
he had a sage-like intellect. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, he managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Alain, to his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not after that. The only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute needed someone. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as... I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift. This time between members of the And that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them,
So she was
their mission to save
the
the world began with a very simple desire.
one of the children.
To save themselves.
I think.
They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them. Desires to explore the meaning of life. Ambitions to have a successful career. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world? The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked, he gave the exact same answer. No elaboration. Just a quick short answer before getting right back to his... All right, tea time's over.
It's always
I owe
right.
Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostic.
The more I play this game, more it's like Good and bad are not very cemented. Like, I don't hate all of the Fatui. Yeah, you see, I have so many pulls now. Just by completing the Archon quest, I got another, like, what, 5? I had options. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do the blue one as well.
No more. Alright. Time for a break. That's enough intel for now.
No more intel. Rah. That was an Archon quest. Oh, I didn't mean to do this. But yeah, we can do this. Don't believe the Shield Maiden Lavisa and Lunatic Grettir will feed you to the fishes. Grown-ups used to say things like that to scare us. Obviously, I wasn't afraid. In that case, you're the perfect candidate for the commission. Iced coffee! Okay. Interesting. So there's a lot of things I can just do here. Where is... There's a secret quest that's... Is it the same one? Where's the money? There's the chest. Free money! There's so many here. Few days time, it seems okay. Emily! Aroma analyst. Quite interesting. This is quite interesting. Is it just gonna repeat? Ooh, Chevreuse. Do I just... Does this just go on forever then? Gaming! Nice. How many of there are there? How many of these are there? Oh, that was it. Does this change too? That's funny. Why doesn't Flynn's have a thing? Hello. Welcome back. We beat the big bad. Oh, you were here for the big bad. Flynn's?
Thank you for remembering my request.
There's no need to stand on ceremony, Mr. Flynn's. If I may be so bold, I'd say this watch is fortunate to have ended up in the hands of someone as discerning.
Even if that someone turned up to collect it half a month late because he needed more time to get... I do hope it won't miss the finer life and flee back to your shop in the middle of the night.
Such a wonderful sense of humor. Even if it wished to escape, I doubt it would get far with a ratnik such as yourself on its...
My thanks again, dear Master Tarno.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Flynn's.
A rare anecdote. A rare...
You could say so. This pocket watch cost me half a month's salary. In that case, I should paraphrase
Exclamation mark,
Master Tarno
Gamble.
just now. I look forward to your invitation.
Well, I think it's... Yeah. Nice. That reminds me, I need to... There we go. Yeah. Well, not really.
Time for a break. That's enough intel for now.
Luckily for me, there is an event that I also need to go start, so... There's a lot more quests than I thought. But, let's do this one, and then... Well... Do I want to do this? Or should I prepare for the eventual... Let's start it. Let's start it. Because I need to draw something. And then tape it onto something else. So it's a competition with Saurian companions. Okay, cool. Okay. Probably gonna do most of this off stream, I'm not gonna lie. See, even more pulls, I would have been fine. Okay. This is an event. So it's like an event mission. And now I need to find a way across. Almost fell in the water. That would have been bad. That's bull. I got stuck. Yeah, the White Death is different. Yeah, the White Death was... The White Death was insane. The Angel of Death was also insane, but for different reasons. What? Yeah, I would be because I know because I'm usually the last person left. Keyword is usually. Yeah. There are mods and stuff, or plugins that allow you to change that, but yeah, it is mildly annoying. Yep. On the bright side, redstone in Java works better. At least I think so. I've done both, and in my books, redstone on Java just works better. Yeah, that. But overall, I just have a better experience with. I've had a better experience with Java, Redstone. That might be bias. In fact, it probably is bias. Is that all I want to do for today? Oh no. There is something I wanted to do. It was this. Let's do that.
Good idea. I'll ask Kunigunda to bring more fruit over later. She will need rest over the next 2.
Huh. Looks like llamas.
I realized many years ago that sometimes I think their task is even harder than that of a god.
A lot of pulls.
Finally, she's got some free time.
My lady, some of the defensive structures over here require your attention.
Of course. I'll see to that right
A
away.
lot of in-game materials.
Again. Come on, let's follow them. But
I hate these follow quests. Follow quests are so stupid.
This will do. Thank you. Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us.
Yes.
That saying has changed from when I last heard it.
hey, that person left. Come on, now's our...
Lady Lauma.
Oh, seriously?
Huh? Thank you for your hard work. Excuse me for a moment. I will be back. There is no one around. You can come out now.
Wait, you knew we were here?
How could I possibly miss the Kutar and her Kuvaki? Although I'm not quite sure why you're following me. It's quite unnerving, being observed at work like this.
Oh, sorry about that. We wanted to ask you about something, but...
Ah, I see.
To be honest, after seeing how busy you...
Oh, it's nothing. Now that you have seen all this, Kutar...
The atmosphere is much changed from how...
I'm glad to hear it.
Give me your hand. You two travel.
Oh, why?
I like the current prayer you use around here. Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us.
There are theories that Paimon might be the final big bad. There are big theories that Paimon might be the final big bad. Or one might say the original big bad. Different parts of the lore, the fact that she has symbology related with the character, the character. Symbology, and also some pieces of dialogue from some of the other potential big bads. And even if she isn't the final big bad, she is somehow related to the final big bad. You could. Problem is, netherite is... It's gonna suck a lot. Like, a lot. Saying it's gonna suck is actually an understatement.
Solidify!
With one heart, we pray. Forest?
It all adds up. No more lies.
By the frost moon of old.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. The mystery unravels.
Okay, so that wasn't that bad. If that's how you play her, then it might be fine. Gonna have to learn how to actually like cycle her though. That's what most people do, but even then that's still a lot because think about it, you need 9 for the top, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 6. You need 25 there, and then you need to add 11, 20. Yeah, it's gonna compound. It's gonna be rough, dude. Even if you make every layer, it's gonna be rough. Unless you're planning to make only like the simple beacons, in which that case that'll be a little bit easier. Full netherite beacon is gonna take years. Wait a sec. What do you mean how fucked Bear made your netherite tunnels? I mean, to be fair, you're supposed to be using beds and TNT. Those are the most efficient ways to do it, so it's gonna mess them up, yeah. Okay, so first, is he blowing up your netherite tunnels? Because that... Is he blowing up netherite tunnels, or is he blowing up...
With one heart, we pray.
Your netherite paths? I mean, your nether paths, because there's a difference there. In my head.
It all adds up. It all falls into place. Can't hide the truth. Let's see what you're made of. The deception ends here.
Leave this place.
You should try to make it clear which ones are which, then.
By the frost moon of old.
No more lies.
Yeah, Nefer isn't that bad. I'm gonna have to get used to her rotation, but other than that, I think I should be fine. So she is very squishy. Like, even without building her, she seems strong. She seems quite strong. I should probably hand these in. Yeah, but if that's the case, you should probably tell him, like, separate it out. Like, some are for travel, some are for, and then only some of them are for, like, blowing up. Or at least tell him not to blow up things by the main path. So, I don't know how responsive he will be to that type of stuff. Knowing him, he'll probably say, it's fine. And tell you not to worry about it. Tell you to make another one. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna call it here. Do you have anyone following that's live? Well, that's rare. Oh, I can't. Ow.